Hi everybody, I am Kristen Gunderson with Makeup by CG, a professional makeup artist, and I specialize in photo shoots and commercials. This year I have some goals to do some new things, and so I'm going to try to do tutorials. This is my first one. We'll see how long that actually lasts. I have no makeup on right now. I do have moisturizer on. I've moisturized my face and put moisturizer on my eyes. But I thought it would be fun with New Year's coming up to do a fun New Year's look, but I'm going to take a 1920s Great Gatsby kind of look and make it a modern day twist. Something that everyone can do. The 20s were very fun to do in makeup, and there's a specific look to like the Gatsby 20s vibe, which is kind of like that sad look. Eyebrows were very defined back then. They were very thin. Cheeks, they used their whole, like the apples of the cheek versus just like that sculpted look. And lips were very puckered, pouted, kind of like big and dark. So it's kind of a fun look, and you could wear this out to the club or an actual Gatsby because it's 2020. So 1920 Roaring 20s fun New Year's Eve party. Something like that. So we're gonna get started, and I'll kind of go over product that I'm using. Very simple, not too many different colors, and then also go over application. You guys can kind of watch, and I'll probably do some of it fast forward so it's not boring. Right? Stay tuned. Okay, we are ready to start. I'm going to start with our eyes right now because I always start with the eyes because I feel like if I mess up, I can wash everything off and not have to take off all my face makeup when I do my eyes. And also if you have any fallout, I'm going to be using blacks right now, so we very well could mess up a little bit and have to start over. So hopefully you can see everything I'm going to be doing. Again, this is my first tutorial. We'll see how this comes out. All right, so I'm gonna first prime my eyes. My favorite is Urban Decay Primer Potion. I have oily eyelids, so this really helps keep the makeup where it needs to stay on my lid. And I'm just gonna go in there. Maybe while I'm letting that dry, I'll go in and do a little bit of my brow. I tend to have bushier brows. One moment, I don't have a brush. So I'm gonna just take a little bit of black shadow. This is the one that I'm gonna use. And I'm just gonna take, like I said, a little bit of black eyeshadow. And they had like kind of the rounded look, and because this is just an inspired, I'm not trying to go drastic on this, but I'm going to keep my brows very thin for this. I actually have very bushy brows, and I don't want to kind of accentuate that bushiness because a 20s theme would have very thin brow, but you still want to see it. You can see the difference now, but I'm not doing a super arch. I'm not going super, and even if you have bushy eyebrows or thicker brow, just don't define them so much in the whole entire brow. Try to keep them a little bit thinner for this look. Like normally I would definitely go all the way, making my arch much better, and I'm not going to do that. So if that looks even, then I'm just gonna start there and not even put like really, and usually I thicken this part up about a little bit, but 20s brows were kind of more rounded and thin, so I'm gonna kind of stay with that. Right. Now I'm actually gonna go in and make almost like a circle, and I'm doing this with an eyeliner pencil. And I'm kind of just going in. I did 2 circles on my eyes. So anyone can do this no matter what eye shape you have. You still have round eyeballs, so just go in around where your eyeballs are. And if it comes down more and you have that droopy look, that's actually better for the 20s look. So embrace it, work with it. And then I'm going to take a pencil, brush that's kind of like this. And then I'm going to just kind of go in there and start smudging it out. And I'm going to try not to lift that higher than that line that I already have. Keep the line and start smudging it like in a downward motion. Okay, so I have them there. They're somewhat blended out a little bit. And just kind of look back at them and say, do they look even? Like this one looks like it's coming up and over a little bit more, where this one's more rounded. So I'm gonna even that out just a little bit. We're gonna go in there with a black eyeshadow too. So now I'm gonna take my black eyeshadow on the same brush and start in the outer and kind of blend. And when you do your eyes, it can be hard. Like you have to kind of stop and make sure, are they even? Do you need to fix anything? It's normal. Like you have two different eyes, two different shapes. When you look out of your left one, your right one looks different. You close your eye to do your eye. Have patience with yourself. Okay? Makeup can be difficult at times, and there's a learning curve to it. All right. So we've got a good base going now. Kind of fun. I still feel like this one's coming up. Needs to be rounded out a little bit more. So I'm gonna add a little bit more into here. And in the 20s, there's actually a very distinct look that you could go straight up from the eye and come over. So again, makeup has rules. Rules are meant to be broken. What looks good on your eye shape? Play. If it doesn't look good, take it off and start over. It's makeup. All right, I think I'm gonna work with that a little bit more. I'm gonna get a little more black, and now I'm gonna come almost like across here. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just bringing it on the bottom lid a little bit, but I'm not coming into this area. Comment below if you have like some awesome fun plans already for New Year's Eve. I'm not sure what I'm doing, and I thought I had a sitter, and now I don't know if I do. So now I'm going to take that same brush, because it's a good brush, and kind of smudge out underneath my eye. This is a fun look for me because I have hooded eyes, which means you generally can't see what's up here. But when I do it this bold, you obviously can see what's up there. And see, look, I have followed. It happens. All right, so now I'm gonna go back with the black eyeliner, and I'm going to get right onto that waterline and make it really black. Make sure that when you do that, that you're not leaving a ledge there. Like, you see how that's not covered? You want to make sure you get on the waterline and then get right into your lash line so that it's all black. You don't want a black line and the black smoke underneath and then like just a lip showing. And I'm gonna go on top also just to define. Can't see when I'm looking at the camera, so I have to look back at the okay. So now I want to go in with this is just a really flat brush and kind of like just clean up that line just slightly. I think I'm gonna have to actually get a Q-tip to clean up that right there. Maybe even some makeup remover. Okay, so I think my lights are making one eye look a little different, but that's okay. So now I'm gonna take like a shimmery color, like a lightish shimmer color, and I'm gonna go in right here, the place that we kind of like left, and just kind of like make that fun. So a little shimmer right there. So that it looks so much darker. Then I'm going to take a little bit of that same color and just really get in underneath my brow, on that brow bone, and kind of blend it. I'm just taking a bigger brush and just blending out a little bit. Okay, I actually couldn't find makeup wipes. No, why would I be a makeup artist and have makeup wipes? So I just have a little bit of cold cream, and I'm gonna put it right under here, which is also, let's just take off any of that. And I'm gonna go in with a good concealer under my eye too when I blend that out. Face is a little red today anyway because I did a home mask the other day, and it's good, like, to do self-care at home every once in a while. Like snow day, I was like, ooh, pamper day. I'm home with my children. I'm going to put a mask on. So I cleaned all that up a little bit. Now I'm going to go in. I like the Cover Effects, but honest, I haven't been able to find it lately. It's what I use for my concealer. So I'm going to put a little bit of concealer right under the eye there. Again, I'm gonna go in with a pretty light concealer because I want my face, I'm okay with being on the lighter side right now because that's kind of the look that I'm going for. This is a matte result. Which I like because it doesn't feel, but there's a lot of things that are really good coverage. I don't know what you get. Just blend this out. They have a fairly good color for my face on the lighter side, like my winter color. But I had put a bronzer on my face in my cream to give me a little color since we're going to do a holiday party tomorrow evening. So I think my face, like, I put everything down on my neck that I put on my face. So I think my color is actually, this is making me a little bit lighter than my normal. But you can always warm that up too. So just make sure that your concealer is blended really well up to your makeup under your eyes. And then that same brush that I applied to, I'm not going to put any more makeup on there, but I'm just going to kind of go back in and make sure that's staying really well. I just like a really good smoky color right in there. And if you see any other places that you want to touch up. But I still have like the light going on in there and then the dark all the way around it. With more of the thinner brows. It's kind of weird to see that because normally I wouldn't do that thin of a brow. Usually I have very like defined brows. And then for the blush, I'm gonna use like a pinky color. And I'm using a big fluffy brush, but I always push down the edges like this to get it not so fluffy. And then I'm just gonna put it on like the apples of my cheeks right there, okay? Like I say okay, like you're gonna answer me back, okay? Okay, you got that? So normally with the cheeks, I would start like out here and just like do it up on my cheekbone. With here, I'm kind of like going right under where my eyeballs are. And if you still wanted to give yourself, like I would leave it like this for the night if I wanted to do more of the 20s look. But if you wanted to, you could go a little bit of a contour in there to give you more of like that cheekbone if you wanted to. I'm probably going to put a little bit, I'm very self-conscious of my nose. I feel like it's big and wide. So I am not going to skip the step of contouring on my nose just because I'm self-conscious of that. And I still want to be able to disguise that even if I have a themed makeup on. And the same thing, like if you wanted those cheekbones, by all means, you could put a little bit of a contour in there, but I would do it so it was not noticeable. Like maybe something very, very subtle, so there's just a little color there to give you a lift, but not your typical darker contour. Alright, and then I'm just gonna blend this out. To give my nose a little bit of a shape, and we'll go in and powder that. But now I feel like I have a more narrow nose. Super excited about doing the lips because I love dark lips. I might actually wear this lip color. Sanitize all the time, please, very important. All right, so with the lips, I almost always use lip liner. Get the corners. A lot of people forget to get in the corners, and then your lips are not connected. And I'm just gonna fill them in. And I had to go over it with a lipstick too. But I always use a lip liner because I love to custom make my own lip colors. So like I might like this color and then I might put like another color over it. Just kind of like checking it out, seeing what else I might want to add. I am looking at my eyes and I see that they're not quite even, which is okay. Have patience with yourself. Even I can't do my own makeup sometimes. But I'm seeing, make sure you really, really tap out any extras so this isn't falling down on this part. And this would be a really fun look to add some like glitter to, but this one seemed to have come out a little bit more than this, so I'm just tapping a little more product into that, and then you can go in and with a blender of some sort and just kind of like blend it and work it into the skin. Okay, so now I'm gonna put some lipstick. And fix anything that you feel you need to fix. If you feel like with a cute and clean tap. And then, because your eyes are so intense at this point, you definitely want to do lashes. So I'm going to go pick out a pair of lashes and I will be back again. Okay, I'm back. So I put my lashes on. I also found this awesome headband, which I feel like is very 20s. Like you could You don't have to be the 20s to have be inspired by the 20s. So I think this is really cute. Obviously, I'm wearing my hair just a messy bun today, which I would like probably put it down with some waves or some curls. And I feel like it'd be super cute. So I'm liking my eyes, and I'm liking my lips, and I'm liking my cheeks, but not so much my brows. So I think I'm actually gonna go in there and fix a little bit of my brow, and that's okay to do your makeup and then adjust. It's not perfect. I'm also gonna put a little bit of mascara on just to tie the look all together. I don't know if you can see, but I actually hit my skin. If that happens, let it dry and then wipe it off. Don't try and wipe it off right now because it'll just smudge and make a mess. So I powdered, I'm all done. I still have this one little spot right there, and that's what I'm talking about. It's dried, and then you just go in with a nice Q-tip and clean that up. And it doesn't smudge because it's already dried, and it just pretty much peels right up. So this is my look. I should have taken my hair down. Who knows what will happen if I do, so I'm not going to. But yeah, this would be a fun Roaring 20s inspired with a modern twist to it, just so that you're still fun, but you could see this look out anywhere. So hopefully you have some awesome plans for New Year's and you can play around. You could add a little bit of shimmer on the lid. You can add some glitter on your lid, on your cheekbone, or add some glitter on your eyelid, or do more of a red versus the maroonish tone to it, but a dark lip, very thin dark eyebrows, and then kind of like dark butt. Make sure that you're putting the lashes on because it really works. So thank you for watching my first tutorial, and remember, it's not just makeup, it's an experience. Thank you for watching, and I guess I'm supposed to say things like comment below, give me a thumbs up, maybe subscribe, because I might actually put a YouTube channel out there and you want to subscribe. Be kind, okay? Just starting at the tutorials, not with the makeup. I've been doing makeup for a while. Well, thank you.